doing to it? Why is it saying it can't connect?
Yeah, my Bluetooth not open right now, so. I know. I get one first.
Hey guys, how are you? Happy, what day is this? Thursday? Yeah, happy Thursday, guys. Happy Thursday, happy Thursday. Let's get started in just 1 minute. If you go ahead and send your last minute text messages out to everybody, I am recording this. Had to get myself adjusted. So, I am recording this. But send out your last minute text messages to your whole team. Get them all on. Who's excited about tonight? Who's excited? Who's excited? Because I'm excited. Drop the money sign if you're excited. Send your last minute text messages out to your team. You're in for an amazing treat. I love it when a great plan comes together, man. I love it when a great plan comes together. So, I see it. I see it. Drop the money signs in the chat box. I stole that. I usually do it number one. We're going to do money signs tonight. I'm sending out my last minute text messages. I hope you're sending out your last minute text messages. Getting the whole team on, getting excited. How's everybody's day? Were you in blue? Were you in profit today? I hope you were in blue. I hope you was in profit because I was in profit. Love it. I'm just sending out my last minute text messages. Making sure everybody's on. Let's get it. It's Thursday. No reason we shouldn't be making money day. That's what I say. What, 2 people are excited? Ah, come on. That's weak. I'm not getting started. I can't get started. That's all we got. That's all the money signs we got. I can't get started on that. That's weak. Drop the money signs in the chat box. We supposed to be excited about making money tonight. That's weak. I ain't gonna be able to start on that one. Thank you. Thank you so much. Cool. So listen, guys. Thank you so much for being on this Thursday evening. I love it. Shout out to all the new money signs that just came. Thank you, Tori. I appreciate those money signs. All right, that's what I'm talking about. So, guys, I appreciate you all being on. When I tell you it's such a treat to, be with some phenomenal people. I just want to give it up to everybody that's on right now. You guys are absolutely phenomenal people. Absolutely enjoy having you guys as teammates and business partners. If you'll do me a favor, put a number 1 in the chat. If you can hear me, I want to make sure that the sound is good and everything is good. Make sure you put number 1 perfect that you can hear me. Absolutely awesome. Listen, we have some new team members on. We have a plethora of people out from Prairie View A&M University. So shout out to all the PV students that are on tonight that are brand spanking new. I appreciate you guys. Your wallet appreciates you, and your future appreciates you. PV, that's what I'm talking about in some school. So listen, with all that being said, there's more than just PV students. There's a couple people out clean. I got some military guys that just started today. So I want to thank everybody for being on. Welcome to all those new team members. Mr. Kenny's got a new guy, Mr. Justin Finn. Shout out to you if you guys are on right now. So listen, it's very, 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 very rare that we get people that are connected to us that want to see us succeed and want to see us win. Guys, listen, at the end of the day, I totally and am utterly in awe and appreciate the way that God has formulated the people in my life. He's literally formulated so many amazing people in my life willing to share knowledge and a wealth of knowledge. And I cannot wait. And I'm so excited for the person that is on tonight that's going to share some knowledge with you guys. Now, before we get started, I want to just kind of make sure that everybody understands so there's no confusion. I want to make sure that everybody gets it so there's no confusion. Listen, guys, let's make this very, very clear. I'm going to make sure that you guys understand that, we as an entity would never bring you anything that's going to devalue what you're doing. We're always going to add value to what you're doing. We're never going to take away from what you're doing at all whatsoever. But I wanted to make sure that our team, I don't know about anybody else's, and I'm not responsible for anybody else's team, but I wanted to make sure that our group of people, the people that were connected to us. So if you're connected to a Tiffany or a Rachel Goods or a Tori Miles or Terrell, or if you're connected to a Dawn and Shawan Phelps, if you're connected to a Tony or a Sarah Williams, or the list can go on. If you're connected to a Daryl Staggers, if you're connected to Brianna, I wanted to make sure that people that are all connected to us as a collective team, that we're making profits. And that's my only responsibility, to be honest with you. I'm responsible as a vessel and as a messenger, not the message, that you are getting the message that you need, and you're also getting profits. So I'm going to do it Malcolm X style, by any means necessary. So I want to let you guys know and understand that that's just how we do stuff. By any means necessary. I'm not going to sit back and have, us having mediocre profits. I want us being in profit, and I want us getting the most education that we can. So with that being said, this amazing gentleman, and guys, if you don't know how to turn the video off, just at the very bottom of the screen, way to the left, it says stop video. Just click on that. And then if you don't want us to see you, you can just click stop video. It's no big deal. So there you go. Anywho's, you won't turn your video off. You'll just, meaning you'll be able to see what we're doing, but we just won't be able to see you. So if you want to do that, you're more than welcome to do that. So anyways, with that being said, guys, I want y'all to understand that this gentleman has given us the opportunity to, obtain what he does for very, very low cost. Right? There's so many people that charge for what they do, but he's given us the ability to actually make money off of copying his signals for just $10 a month. I think that is absolutely phenomenal. Now, if there's other training and things that you want, then yeah, you do have to pay for that. You just get with me and I will help you understand how to navigate that. But guys, Robert and I have paid thousands of dollars. After we paid our money in IML, we still paid thousands of dollars to people to teach us even more stuff. I just want y'all to know that. All right? He's not charging y'all thousands of dollars. He's not charging us thousands of dollars. So with that being said, Robert and I saw the value in education. That's just who we are. You know what I mean? So we have literally spent thousands of dollars to outside of IML to understand the skill and kept our monthly payment up. So I want y'all to know we are thanking him. I want you to know we're thanking him. Okay? Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm reading a message. Cool. So we're thanking him for giving us the ability to share what he's doing at a very low cost. So he does some private trainings, okay? He does private trainings for free, and then he does some that he charges. So I'm going to always give you guys the opportunity to get them for free if you want them. But if you're like me and Robert and a couple other people that see value in paying for the extra training, pay for it. If you don't want to, don't. No big deal. Okay? So I want to make that clear. Now, that being said, all right, just so you guys know, I'm going to give this schedule out, and then I'm going to move out the way of greatness. Every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, say it with me, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we are doing an opportunity Zoom at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. That means if you want to share this, okay, if you want to share this with anybody else, let us talk for you. Utilize the Zoom. It's the same link that I just gave you, FYI, by the way. Like the same link that you're on right now, this is the link that you use, so there's no confusion, okay? This is the link. You can send it out to people, tell them, hey, listen, I want to share with you a project I'm doing. Hop on at 7:30 Central Time. Download Zoom, hop on, done, link. All right? So we're doing it every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday. Thank you, Tori. That's a leader right there. She shot out the link to you guys in the comments. Copy it so you'll know where it is. All right? Then there's extra trainings on the weekends with IML TV with Orrin Wright. I want you guys plugging into that. Orrin Wright does amazing trainings like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Go log into IML TV and make sure you see all the trainings he does. Stevenson Lindor is an amazing IML TV teacher. He does it Sundays and Tuesdays. And then, like I said, and then we have an amazing guy that's been trading for over 2 years. Literally has met Christopher Terry, sat underneath Christopher Terry and a lot of other great traders, a lot of other millionaires. And he's going to give us nuggets tonight that he has been given by other great traders and great millionaires. All right. So like I said, it's an honor and a privilege to be able to, give you guys his brain tonight. Like I'm deeply excited that we have the ability to just pick his brain tonight. So I'm going to ask him if he wants to do a Q&A. Hold on. I have to find him really quick so I can turn him over as the host. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. So what I'm going to do is make sure. Okay, there you go. Cool. So I'm going to make sure. Okay, perfect. Perfect. There he is. So I want to make sure I ask him if he's going to give us the opportunity to do a Q&A at the very end. But anyway, without further ado, I wanted to make sure that I put somebody before you that actually can verify that he makes money in the Forex market, and he's going to show some tips and tricks. Guys, what I want to tell you is if you actually have a pen and paper, that's doing you a service, not him a disservice. You're doing yourself a disservice by not having a pen and paper. So I don't care if you have to find an eyeliner or crayon. You get a pen and paper and you write down every note that this amazing gentleman is about to give you and share with you. Okay, so without further ado, guy out in Fort Worth, Texas, Mr. Bobby Tatum is on the Forex trading mastery millionaire. I'm giving it too many adjectives, Bobby. Just take it away, bro.
Thank you. I'm so excited, to be here tonight. I'm so humbled by the opportunity to be in front of you guys and be able to help you make money, with the foreign exchange markets. Some of you have already taken some of my signals, the signals I put out. We've been in profit the last couple of days. Yesterday, we did over 200 pips that I called out to the group. So you guys definitely should have made, some decent money trading with us. So going forward really quick, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about myself. I've been trading for over 2.5 years. Over the last 2.5 years, I've seen some phenomenal success. I've seen some really, really rough times. I've lost a lot of money. And if you talk to any, super successful trader, anybody who's made over 7 figures, they'll definitely tell you that it was a process, to get there. Just being disciplined enough to stay through the hard times when most people will quit. That was one of the things that pushed me over to the edge and helped me become, who I am today and see the results that I'm seeing today. So really quick, I want to show you guys, some of my trading, because I believe documentation beats conversation any day of the week. So I definitely want to show you guys the documentation. If you can see my screen really quick, this is one of the trades I like to share. This was December. In December, you can see this is my live account. I put in $40,000 on the 12th of December. And the reason why I wanted to show this is because most traders don't trade in December. There are a lot of holidays. People feel that the market is inconsistent. There's not enough flow. But I wanted to prove that, there's enough liquidity in the market at any time for us to be successful. And this was my slowest month last year. I did $23,000 in profit on my main account, which I have multiple smaller accounts as well. I was able to do $23,000 in profit. You see, I put in $40,000 on the 6th. As you can see throughout the month, I made some really consistent trades that stick with my trading plan. I use moderate risk size. I use good risk management, and that's how I'm keeping the money that I make in the markets. I'm sure a lot of guys that make a lot of money, but it's very rare to see people keep that money in foreign exchange. And I'm really big on teaching the fundamentals. I'm really big on teaching, risk management and how to keep that money once you make it. All right. So this next clip, this is one of the traders in our trading group. She had a phenomenal day copying some trades. She made over $5,000 in one day copying trades. This is one of my new guys. His name is Ryan Gallimore. He actually started with us about 2.5 weeks ago. And his first week, he did $10,000 in profit. We actually have a testimonial video from him on our YouTube channel. Quinn could definitely get you the link to that if you would like to see it. He made $7,000 in one day trading with us, copying my trades. With this JPY, this trade actually went 280 pips on my one call. One call went 283 pips, guys. A lot of people would be happy with that in an entire week. And, this guy, Ryan Gallimore from Oklahoma City, he was able to catch about 100 pips, and he was able to turn that into $7,000 in one day. All right. You can see everybody in my group, they were super excited, giving them a shout out. This is the guy who actually brought him into our group. So he was pretty excited that he was able to bring his friend in his first week. You know, he made over $9,000 in profit. This is my girl Malaysia from New York City. I'm super excited. She's been with us since the 26th. As you can see, she started under the 26th with 50 bucks. And now, you know, 2 short weeks later, she's done over $3,000 in profit, right? And as you can see, she's super excited. You know, a lot of the information that we were given, it is changing lives. You know, people are able to do some phenomenal things. They're able to walk away from the 9 to 5. They're able to set aside money for their kids' education. You know, they're able to do a lot of really different things by bringing in some consistent income. You know, a lot of people see Forex and they're concerned about making money. They want to make money with it. The thing is, guys, you have to get rid of the lottery ticket mindset. Don't think about what you can make today or this week or this month or this year. You know, really dedicate yourself to learning this craft, right? And learning the small, intricate pieces and how it moves. You know, if you guys will invest and take that approach, you know, you won't become impatient, and you will have the confidence and the consistency to put in the work over time to get those results that you really want to see, guys. At the end of the day, you have to remember, you know, in the last 2.5 years, I've put in over 10,000 hours of trading and watching these charts, guys. Do the math. That is in a insane amount of work in a short amount of time, you know, but I wanted to make it happen. You know, my why was strong enough. You know, at the time when I found trading, I was, you know, I had $19 in my pocket, and I had to borrow my first 200 bucks to start my first trading account. You know, my first day trading, you know, I caught on really fast. I had a great mentor that showed me, you know, the ropes, and I was able to make $800 profit my first day. You know, I took that 200 to 1,000. You know, I gave that $200 back, and it was pretty much on from there. You know, at that point, I was so excited. You know, at that point, I was making $800 to $1,000 a week, working about 60 to 80 hours, you know, as a personal trainer. So to make that in a few hours, it was completely life-changing. I was completely hooked, and I began, you know, my commitment to train at least 12 to 16 hours every single day for the rest of my life till I master this beautiful craft that we have in front of us. You know, so with that being said, guys, I'm not any special. You know, if I can create a 7-figure income, if I can help multiple traders all around the world create 6-figure incomes, most of them starting with less than $200 to $500, guys, you can do the same thing, right? Really, at the end of the day, it comes down to you being coachable, being disciplined, and being consistent with the things that we're showing you guys consistently on a daily basis in our trading group and on our webinars. This is one of my guys, Cutter McDonald. I'm so proud of this guy. He's a college baseball player, guys. He is a college student. He's not even old enough to drink alcohol yet. And Cutter McDonald, this was 2 days ago. He made $6,000 in profit. The following day, he did $2,700. And I know today, he's already done over $1,000 this morning, you know, on one of our webinars. So this guy's been able to make over $10,000 this week alone. Guys, this is phenomenal income. Not to mention, you know, Cutter's been trading with me off and on for 2 years, but he's been a part of this signals group this time around for 3 weeks. And he's already, you know, making incredible gains with us on a daily basis. Like I said, this was the 21st. You know, he made almost $3,000. Here at the bottom, he's giving me props. He's made almost $9,000 in 2 days on his live account. This is phenomenal, guys. This is a complete life changer when you plug in. As you can see, you know, he sent this to me, a private message. He's super, super excited. You know, I told him he's a beast. Send me a video. I definitely want to add that to my website, add that to my YouTube channel to show the world, you know, what he's doing. And what's so crazy, he's making this while playing college football. You know, he's on a road trip playing college football, and he came up $10,000, you know, while he was on a road trip playing baseball, guys. Imagine the power of what we have going on right now. He doesn't have to report to a 9 to 5. He doesn't have to clock in. He doesn't work for anybody. He has a 1099 through this company. You we're just an education company. You guys don't work for us. It's a 1099 at the end of the year, guys. And by understanding the benefits of having a 1099, guys, it's your own personal business. You have different tax benefits. If you have an office in your house, you can write off a percentage of your mortgage or your rent. You can write off cars. You can write off a lot of different, you can write off gas. You can write off food, groceries. There are a lot of different techniques you can use to benefit from this, on your taxes. So if you're not with a tax professional, I'm sure Quinn has a tax professional. If not, I have a full-time tax guy who does this stuff all the time, and he can make sure that he gets you all the deductions and money back that he can from the taxes, guys. Huge opportunity. All right, so with all that, being said and done, I want to get out to my charts really quick, and I want to show you how I'm calling out these trades. I want to show you my super simple method, the LWB method, the 3-step LWB method, that I've come up with for this trading group, guys. This is something you can be really excited about. Like I said, I've put in over 10,000 hours, studying and trying to figure out how I can simplify this so anybody can learn, no matter their education level, no matter, how new they are to technology or whatnot. Guys, this is a simple system that anybody can learn. All right. So if you guys are ready, if you guys are excited to learn this 3-step LWB system, go ahead and drop some money signs in the chat box for me, please. I want to see it. There we go. There we go. I see some people excited. Awesome. Team LWB, Candace, Jafeta. I hope I didn't mess your name up. Sorry about that. Rachel, Victoria, Candace, Alasia, Brianna. It's my baby sister's name. Brianna, you must be an incredible woman. Andrew, I'm super excited. Like Quinn said, please make sure you have a pen and pad. This information I'm going to give you, I've spent thousands of dollars to acquire this information. Last year alone, I spent over $20,000 in my education from different mentors and mentorship programs, mastermind groups. So definitely, guys, you have some incredible information I'm going to give you tonight for free. I'm going to give you my $1 million strategy for free. Who's excited about that $1 million strategy? Drop some M's in the chat box. I want to see some M's in the chat box real quick, and I'm going to get started. One second. And one thing that I'm excited about, guys, is like you don't have to be really good with computers to be successful with this. You don't have to be really good with numbers to be successful with this. All you have to do is have a deep enough why to where you're willing to do whatever it takes to be successful. And when you have that mindset, when you have that set in your head, when you have it written down and you start that manifestation process, there is nothing that you can't achieve, guys. I'm not sure how religious a lot of you are. Your faith, your religion, your beliefs. At the end of the day, it does not matter to me. I don't like to get into detail on faith and religion, but I do have faith. I am a man of faith, and I believe that we all have godly power. I believe the power of God is all inside of us. And no matter what religion, no matter what, we believe or practice, at the end of the day, we all have the same needs and wants, right? We all want to feel love and we all want to be, gratified. We all want to be, appreciated and taken care of. So guys, I believe that everything that we need, we already have it. I'm a true believer in faith. I believe that God has created us in his image. And that is not saying that God is a man or a woman. That's not saying that you have to dig outside of yourself for greatness. That is saying that you are in God's image, not what he looks like, but you have the same godly power, right? We all know the story of Moses. We all know the story of Peter. God used people, who most people thought were failures and rapists and murderers and people that nobody else even wanted to associate themselves with. God saw the value in them people, and he was able to show them how to use their power, for the good of his kingdom. So guys, we have exactly what you need right in front of you. It is up to you to dig deep enough within yourself to find the power of godly like discipline, and that will give you everything that you desire. God gives us the ability to acquire anything that we desire. All we have to do is focus and give it enough energy and attention. And that's why God wants us to be careful about what we give our energy and attention to, because he knows we have godly like power to manifest things, and he doesn't want us to use that power in the wrong way, and manifest negativity and hurt and pain and greed and hate between one another. But that's why we have these guiding principles to show us how to use this godly like power to unify and to glorify his kingdom. And I believe, we have that power within ourselves, So with that being said, guys, I want to show you the trades that I've called out, some of the trades that I showed you in the group, how we're making money, trading Forex. For my beginners, I know sometimes looking at these charts, you guys can get frustrated. It could be discouraging, to look at something and have no idea what's going on. And I want you guys to feel completely confident, because 2.5 years ago, I had no idea what Forex was. I had no idea that you could trade money online, right? I had no idea that people were making millions and billions of dollars every single day, with just a Wi-Fi connection and a computer or a laptop, guys. So 2.5 years ago, this was completely new for me. When I first saw a chart, to be honest, guys, I was a little discouraged, but my why was so strong that I was willing to put in the time and do whatever it takes to master this. So if you guys put in the same type of intention and energy, and you focus on this hard enough, guys, it will come along for you. I promise. I am no better than you guys. I'm not smarter. I've just put in my 10,000 hours, right? I'm sure most of you heard that saying before. It takes about 10,000 hours to become a master at any specific thing. If it's a relationship, if it's a business, if it's anything that you want to see success in, it usually takes about 10,000 hours of concentrated work to get there, right? I see a lot of questions in the chat box. I'm gonna look at it really, really quick. All right, so if you guys have any questions, just drop them in the chat box, and I will answer every question that I can before we get off this webinar tonight. Sound like a good deal? Awesome. So this is the GBP JPY. This is a trade that I've called out over the last couple weeks, and I'm going to show you how I got to that conclusion, what I was looking at the market, how did I know it was going to drop over the next couple weeks, and how you can start to recognize the same patterns that I'm recognizing and taking advantage of in the foreign exchange markets on a daily basis. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase these lines really quick, because I know it can be confusing to see all these crazy lines and you have no idea why they are where they are. So if you can just bear with me for a second, I'm going to erase all these lines, and then I'm going to backtrack and show you how I was able to place these lines. All right. So make sure you got your pen and pad. I'm giving you the $1 million strategy. Once you master this simple 3-step LWB system, it will definitely help you achieve phenomenal success, guys. Like I said earlier, if you could take $500 and you can compound that by 0.10 every day, multiplied by 1.0 every day, that's increasing your account by 10% per day. In less than 90 days, you will make your first $1 million, guys. In 90 days in trading, it's a little bit different. There are only 20 trading days per month. So to get to 90 days, trading days is going to be about 4.5 months, guys. So in 4.5 months, by following this system, you can be a millionaire. You know, most people, they're going to have some setbacks, you know, some inconsistencies. And even if you're inconsistent, you still should be able to make a solid 6 figures, right? So this is definitely something you want to learn. The first step, you guys want to go up to your top left-hand corner and you want to find the H4. That is the 4-hour time frame. And basically, you want to find that because when you find certain patterns on the 4-hour time frame, they are very, very strong and they trump the patterns on the smaller time frames, like the 1 hour, the 30-minute, the 15-minute, the 5-minute, and the 1-minute time frame. Okay, so basically, guys, when you look up here for the time frames, the 4-hour time frame, the one we're using right now, each candle takes 4 hours to develop, right? As you see, guys, you can see these blue candles trending up. If you were to buy it at this low point and close your trade at this high point, you can make profit in the foreign exchange market. On the opposite end of the spectrum, if you were to sell it at this high point and close it anywhere below, you know, here, you could have closed it here, could have closed it here, you could have closed it here, and you could have made, you know, significant amounts of money. Guys, Ryan, my student that I was telling you about, guys, he actually caught this trade right in this area in the 151,600 area. So right in this candle, and he wrote it down for 100 pips. Guys, this trade went for 283 pips from here to here. Guys, and if you can look, you can see basically how long it took for him to make that $7,000, guys. You can see in 2 candles, which is 4 hours apiece. So in 8 hours, he was able to catch those, you know, 100 pips and make 7,000 in 8 hours. How many of you guys will be pretty excited to make 7,000 in 8 hours from your cell phone? Guys, you could be anywhere you have a Wi-Fi connection. You could be in Jamaica. You can be in Hawaii. You can be in South Africa. You could be in LA. You could be in New York. You could be on a cruise. You could be anywhere in the world where you have a Wi-Fi connection. You could have copied my trades and you could have made that $7,000, you know, in this 8-hour time frame, guys. That is the power of Forex. And what I want to explain really quick, a lot of you guys are like, how is that possible, right? I'm sure a lot of you have that question. How is that even possible that you can make that much money in that short of a time frame, right? And the reason why you can do that is because through the broker we use, which is Trader's Way, you can use what they call leverage. And with leverage, with Trader's Way, what I like about Trader's Way, and the reason why I use an overseas broker in Trader's Way is because with Trader's Way, you can use a bigger leverage. And that leverage is 1 to 1,000. So if you have less than $1,000 in your account, you can use a 1 to 1,000 leverage. And basically what that means is for every dollar you put in the foreign exchange market, you can move or control $1,000. So basically your broker is going to give you a loan, right? So if you put $1,000 in your trading account, it's like your broker is giving you $1 million loan, right? And basically you're going to place your trade. The broker is going to get a commission on that loan. And once you make profit on that loan, the broker is going to take their commission and they're going to give you the remaining balance, right? And in Forex, our brokers are taking a very, very small percent. You know, to place a $1 lot, it usually only costs $6 or $7 in commission, guys. If you were to use a $1 lot to catch 280 pips, guys, that would have been well over $2,800. with just one standard lot, and your broker is only going to charge you $7 in commission to make that trade and to cash out on that trade, guys. So I know a lot of you are like, how much was he able to bring home out of that 7,000? It was almost 90% of that 7,000 is back inside of his bank account right now. So that is the power of Forex. With our broker, it only takes about 2 days for that money to go from your broker's account back to your bank account, or however you transferred the money into your Trader's Way broker account, right? Some people, they trade, they load their account with Bitcoin. I recommend doing that if you already have Bitcoin. They don't charge you any fees to deposit. So to deposit your money in the Trader's Way, they usually charge a 3% fee. If you use Bitcoin, you can get around that deposit. All right. So basically, I'm going to show you the first step. The first step of the LWB, the Legacy Wealth Builder 3-step method, is you want to find the trend line, right? You want to find your trend. So what you want to do, you want to go to that 4-hour time frame, because that is like zooming out on the same image, right? And you can see I've already had this line drawn out. All you have to do is find 2 points and then connect those 2 points, and that's going to give you your trend line. So a lot of times, guys, you see I went up to the daily so I can draw my lines properly. And the thing is, guys, the farther you can go back in history in Forex and make a trend line, the stronger that price is going to respect that trend line, right? So as you can see, I drew my trend line on the daily. Now I want to zoom into the 4-hour, and I want to find the trend within the trend, right? We see that there are multiple trends inside of this bigger uptrend. And all you have to do is draw those lines, baby. So now once you start to zoom in, guys, you can really see it starts to get really, really simple. The market starts to speak. Once you are able to track the moves of the market, guys, for my beginners, don't look at the candles. That's where a lot of beginners lose money. What I want you to look at is, this is why I use these purple triangles. If you guys don't know what these are Bill Williams fractals. And why I like to use these is because instead of focusing on the candles, you want to focus on market movement, right? Because that's how we get paid, market movement. We don't get paid by knowing, what stochastic means. We don't get paid by knowing what leverage or margin or none of these fancy, terminology and indicators. Like, those things are cool. We can learn that stuff later, guys. I want to get to the basic concepts that are going to help you make money today, right? So instead of being so concerned about all the terminology and all the gadgets and gadgets, I want you guys to really just focus on the basic concepts, because that's what you have to know to make money. And we can learn all the fancy gibberish later. Okay. We can learn what bullish and bearish mean later. We can learn what Fibonacci retracement levels and all that, incredible sounding stuff. We can learn all the terminology later. What I want you guys to focus on is the basic concepts. Market movement is how you make money in Forex. All right. So basically, you want to look at the movement of the market. If you look at this purple fractal here at the bottom, you see this is the bottom of the market. You have a higher high because this fractal is higher than this previous low, right? So higher high, this is a higher low because this low is higher than this previous low, right? So you want to look for higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. This is an indicator, guys, that this is an uptrend. When you have higher highs and higher lows, that is an indicator that you have an uptrend. As we get up to the top, guys, let's start here. We have a initial. This is our initial point. This is a higher high. This is a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, right? Higher low. And then we see with this white candle, it's no longer making a higher high, right? It's making a lower high. So this high is lower than this previous high. So this candle, it came up lower than the previous high. So that's a lower high, right? This is a lower high. This is a lower low, right? Look at market movement. This is low. This is high. This is low. This is high, right? So this is a lower high. This is a lower low. This is a lower high. This is a lower low. Guys, you see the pattern? It starts to repeat itself over and over again. So in this area, I realized it stopped making the higher highs and higher lows. That is an indicator that the market is changing direction, guys. So what I did was I put a line right here, right? And the reason I did that, I just wanted to mark where the market pivoted, right? And what you want to do is when you do that, you want to look left, structure leaves clues. Guys, you're going to hear me say that all the time. Look left, structure leaves clues. When you look left, you can see the market respected that price at this price level back in March of 2016. You can see that price came down. It responded to this level and it came back up into a buy, right? It broke this level. It came back up, respected it, went to a buy. Same thing here. Same thing here. Same thing here. The market continues to respect this price level. So there's no surprise why it's starting to respect this price level now, right here, you know, in real time at the beginning of February, right? This was around the 1st, this blue candle, you know, it closed on the 2nd of February, and the 5th of February is where we started the downtrend, right? So zoom in to the 4-hour time frame. You guys can see it was creating higher highs, higher lows. Here it created a lower high, lower low. So this is the beginning of the downtrend. So as you see, guys, when I zoom out just a little bit, you can see my trend line that I drew. You have my resistance level at the top. And what I do, guys, for my Fibonacci, for my beginners, I show you how to draw your Fibonacci retracement. You go up to the left-hand corner, you can click on the Fibonacci retracement tool. Guys, it's a fancy name, and it doesn't really mean anything at all. Fibonacci, it is just a ratio to gauge human behavior, right? Every move in the market is based on human behavior, on greed, on patience, discipline, right? So these ratios can give you high probability prices or price zones in the market where you will see resistance, right? So that's why we use the Fibonacci. So if you can see, guys, the Fibonacci retracement levels stay true. You can see that there's resistance on these levels consistently. All you need is 3, confirmations before you enter your trade, guys. That is the LWB method. You want 3 confirmations before you enter that trade. All right. So my first confirmation, guys, was it went from higher highs and higher lows to lower highs and lower lows. That's an indicator that the market was going into a downtrend, right? When I look left, my structure left clues, right? It is bouncing off a resistance level, right? That's another confirmation, right? My third confirmation is when I looked down and I saw it was overbought, right? It was overbought. It's on the 80 on the stochastic, right? Anything over 70 is overbought. This is in the 80 range, guys, 80. This is a huge indicator. This means that the market is overbought. Right? Basically, the 3-step, the first step was finding the trend. The second step was finding the resistance levels, which we did that by setting this line, looking left, following previous structure, and setting the resistance levels with the Fibonacci retracement tool. So the third step of the 3-clover method, guys, is to look for the break and retest of previous structure. And the break and retest of previous structure, the structure would be this trend line, right? Structure represents price or a trend, right? So this trend, this would be a break of structure. And if you see, guys, this first white candle, it came up, it touched this resistance level in the market. You can see it started to go down, and 4 hours later, it developed another candle, right? This candle went up, it came back down, and it left this white skinny line, and we called that a wick. So basically what it did was it broke and it retested this previous structure, which was this trend line, and guys, you see it dropped a couple hundred pips. So this happened the first week of February. I called these out in our trade group. If you would have stayed in this trade, it went down easily 400 pips. And from, let's see, this candle is the 2nd to the 6th. So in 5 days, this moved 400 pips, guys. 400 pips in 5 days. The way I was able to see that, guys, is for one, I knew it was going into a downtrend. 2, when I set my resistance levels, I knew that it was a high probability that it would retrace to at least the 23.6, which is right here on the Fibonacci. I knew it would retrace at least to the 23.6 because that has been the history of the market. So basically those ratios there are measuring these upward trends in the market, these short trends, and they calculate the short trends that will happen in the future, right? So if you guys can see this, that's why I knew the market would go down to the 23.6. And then you see a break and retest of structure at the 23.6. You see it broke through with this white candle. It came back and it tested previous structure, which was the 23.6, which is aligned with this trend line, which is another break and retest of previous structure. That's why it dropped again. Guys, once it dropped from the 23.6, I knew it would drop to the 38.2. The reason behind that is because there are 3 numbers in the Fibonacci retracement that are called the golden ratios, and they call those the 23.6, the 38.2, and the 61.8 resistance levels. The reason why is because those are high probability areas for resistance. So that's how I know that the market is going to gravitate to those levels and consolidate and have a break and retest, which it does it over and over. You see here, we have a break and retest of previous structure, and this is where Brennan got in. This is where, I called out that trade, on the 12th, not the 12th, it was before the 12th. I think it was the 9th. I called that trade out on the 9th. And that is where Ryan was able to, catch that 100 pips and make that $7,000. It was a break and retest of this trend line, guys. So if you follow in this trend line, follow my mouse. I'm going to zoom out so we can see this trend line. This trend line, it has been trending up since November of last year, guys. That's why this is a very, very strong trend. That's why I had the confidence to call out this trade into my group. And this is why it was a phenomenal trade. It bounced and it did a break and retest on that very, very strong price and resistance level in the market. That's why, it shot up. It retested this trend line. It retested the 38.2. That's 2 confirmations. And then, when you look down to the bottom, usually you'll see some type of confluence at the bottom. I really don't see any right here, but you'll definitely see some type of confluence at the bottom that'll show you that it's an uptrend. A downtrend, excuse me. So guys, as you can see, the market stayed true with the Fibonacci retracement levels. It came all the way down. It bounced off the 61.8, which I mentioned earlier was a part of the golden ratio. It's a high probability resistance zone. You see this candlestick reversal pattern right here at the 61.8. That was a huge indicator that the market was going to go into an uptrend. You could have actually bought this and it went up 200 pips right here. You could have bought this for 200 pips, right? Guys, you can see that there's so much movement in this market. The reason why I like GBP, JPY, it is very dynamic. As you can see, it moves hundreds of pips every single day. All you guys have to do is learn how to read the market, and you can capitalize on hundreds of pips every single day, guys. This is how I'm calling out, 500 to 980 pips per week, guys. 2 weeks ago was our best week in Forex. I caught 980 pips with a $1 lot, guys. That would have been $9,800. if you would have caught all those pips with a $1 lot. All right. As you can see, guys, this stuff is super, super simple. I'm going to show you guys how I found these entry points, because that's where most people struggle, is on the entry. So basically, you want to find your entry where the trend and counter trend meet. Those are going to be your easy, high probability entry points, guys. I'm telling you, this is a $1 million tool. I paid $5,000 for a 3-day course to teach me trend and counter trends to find my entry points, guys. So what I'm giving you right now is a $5,000 value. I'm giving it to you for free. So please write it down. All right, so I'm explaining why I just drew these lines. I know a lot of you like, what is he drawing these lines for? The reason why I'm drawing these lines is because I'm marking out the counter trends. So what is a counter trend, right? This is the overall trend. So you zoom out, this is the overall trend. But once you zoom in, you can see there are trends going opposite of this big downtrend, right? So these are called counter trends, right? So if you would have bought it down here and you would have let it ride all the way up here, you could have bought it and made a couple hundred pips in gain, right? So this is a counter trend, right? And this is where I told you guys, where the counter trend and the trend meet, you would have entered here, guys. And in 4 hours, this one candle dropped. If you would have got in at where the counter trend, like I teach in my course, if you would have got in, guys, exactly where I teach you, in 4 hours, you could have caught almost 300 pips. It's like 280 something pips. You could have caught 280 something pips in 4 hours if you would have used the trend and counter trend trade. The $5,000 technique I just showed you, you would have made, 200 plus pips with a perfect entry. Guys, look how accurate that is. Look how accurate this is, guys. That would have been a phenomenal entry point. You would have been able to catch a lot of pips. Guys, I'm not holding anything back from you guys. This is exactly how I trade. I keep it super simple. I don't use any harmonic scanners. I don't use any crazy indicators. I don't have any Ichimoku or, any of those complicated, irrelevant things that most people try to sell you on. I use fundamental trading. I use naked trading principles, the same principles that have stayed true since the history of the market. I use the most barbaric, most caveman way of trading the markets. I'm very a big believer in keeping it simple. One of my mentors, a multi-billionaire out of Dallas. I was blessed to be one of the top earners in my previous network marketing company. One of the owners of the company and investors, his name was Darwin Deason. He sold the technology for the toll tag and the ATM to Xerox for $6.8 billion. He lives in Dallas. He's one of my mentors. He was one of the owners of the previous network marketing company I was with. And I got a chance to, go on a leadership retreat for national directors and above in his company. And I got a chance to be mentored by him for a week. And guys, I learned some phenomenal things. He is really, really big on multiple levels of residual, guys. And that's the power of Forex. And that's what I want to show you how to build, guys. With trading Forex, I've been able to build a 7-figure trading business with residual, and I'm a 7-figure trader, guys. Also, I've been able to take those, profits, and I started Tatum Speed Logistics. I own my logistics company. I move freight for Amazon with my 18-wheeler. I have a truck, and, I pay a driver to do that daily for me, and I make profits every single day, guys. Phenomenal contract. Guys, this is what you can do once you start to have, those finances, and you can start to invest in other things, guys. I actually made $47,000 last year on one trade, and I took $24,000 of that. I bought a house at an auction I put 15,000 into that house in renovations, and I was actually able to sell that house at the end of last year in December, in one of the worst times to sell that house, for over $80,000, guys. Phenomenal. I was able to make, around $40,000 in profit. I used my mom as my realtor, and we took home some big time profits. And I split that 40 grand profit with my mom. Definitely one of the best days of my life. So, guys, that's just the power of what you can do once you have liquid assets, guys. And that is how you build wealth. That's one of the things that Darwin Deason taught me. Poor people who live paycheck to paycheck, they usually have a lot of liabilities, right? Most of them own homes. Most of them own $1 million homes. And most people were taught that a house is a asset. And that is one of the biggest lies that has ever been, put in front of our people. That is one of the most detrimental things that keep people behind when they're trying to build wealth. It's paying on a house. Think about this, guys. If you own a house, you never own that house. Even if you paid off that $1 million house, you still have to pay property taxes. You never own that house, because what happens when you stop paying that property tax? You lose that $1 million house. So you really honestly never own the house. You own the house, but you don't own the land. And if you don't pay for the land, they'll take your house. So you never own that house, right? They trick you into this system to have you in this residual debt and put you in these liabilities, to manipulate you and think that you're in a really good business deal. And it's actually a terrible business deal. Most of you are upside down in car notes, right? You definitely have to be aware of your finances. You definitely have to be educated and how to manipulate the system and take advantage of all the things there are for you to take advantage of, guys. Knowledge is not power. That's one of the biggest lies I've ever heard. It makes me cringe when people say that. Knowledge is not power. That's the biggest lie I ever heard. The application of knowledge is power, right? And my mentor, Darwin Deason, he always talks about, the professor compared to the genius, right? The professor studies for 30 or 40 years, right? Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of hours, but they never apply the information that they learn, right? They study for 30 or 40 years and they never apply the lessons that they learn. And most of these professors, they live, an average lifestyle. They live paycheck to paycheck. They make six figures at the max. Most educators are making, 5 and 6 figures a month, and not a month, 5 figures a month, and maybe 6 figures a year. And he compares them to the genius, and he said the only difference was the genius, they may study the same amount of time, but they have the ability to learn and unlearn concepts, right? And there's so much power with learning and unlearning, right? And what they do is they take one concept at a time. They learn that concept, they apply it, then they unlearn that concept. They go to the next concept they need to get themselves to the next level in business. They learn that concept by putting 100% into one thing, applying that knowledge that they learn, and then repeating that cycle over and over again to continuously scale, a business to 6 figures and 7 figures, and then to do multiple businesses in that same manner or fashion. Does that make sense to you guys? If what I'm saying is making any sense, drop a B in the chat box for billionaire advice. That's some billionaire advice that I'm giving you guys. Drop some B's in the chat box if you see the value in what I'm saying to you guys tonight. Awesome. Like I said, guys, I've spent over $20,000 last year on my education, and I am applying what I learned every single day, guys. And last year, I took a course you know, logistics. You know, I paid thousands of dollars for a multi-millionaire in logistics to teach me the ins and outs of the industry. You know, I paid Grant Cardone $5,000 for his Cardone U University. You know, he's one of the best sales trainers on the planet. He has over $1 billion in assets. He has an education digital product that makes over $200,000 a month. You know, this guy's phenomenal in sales. I paid $5,000 to be a part of his course and mentorship group, guys. You definitely have to pay when you want to take it to the next level in life. You know, and I am willing to invest in my education. And not only am I willing to invest in my education, I'm willing to put in the time to apply those concepts that I learned, guys. That is powerful. That's why I've been able to build, multi-million-dollar business and help others to do the same thing in multiple different industries, guys. Candace, the beauty is I'm willing to teach you guys everything that I learned for free. Once you are a part of the team, the family, I'm not trying to charge you guys for every single thing. Money is not my concern. I make more money than I can ever spend, guys, and I'm saying that the most humble way I actually can say it. Guys, all of my bills together are about $5,000 a month, guys, and I make over $80,000 a month in residual income in more than one business. So I don't need the money, guys. I'm very thankful for where I am, and basically what I'm doing is I want to give back to you guys. Right now, guys, I could be on a beach somewhere, you know, with a couple of my girlfriends, you know, just really hanging out, having the best time of my life. But guys, I'm so passionate about this movement. I'm so passionate about showing up every day and being here for you guys and doing 3 training webinars a day and giving you guys all this incredible information that I put my own agenda to the side because I want to help you guys win. I really see the power in this movement. I really see phenomenal leaders in Quinn and Robert. They're like a brother and sister to me. Jeffrey is like a brother to me. Guys, what we have together is we have a dynamic team and a family that once we realize the power of what we have, when we work together synergistically, when everybody on this webinar is grinding to at least bring one person, guys, think about that. If each person brought one person, guys, you know, we would definitely have over 100 people on this webinar. That's the type of power and belief that we need to acquire in each other, guys. And it happens by showing up. I'm going to tell you guys a really, really quick story, and then I'm going to get off. I'm sure you guys are getting to know a lot about me in one day, but I don't want to rain on you guys. I just want to give you a little bit of information and give you a little bit of inspiration, guys. So I'm going to tell you guys a really short story that is going to show you the power and what we have going on and where we're going in the very, very near future. So, guys, I played football at the University of Texas back in 2003. I graduated from Dunbar High School early. I graduated a year early. I was supposed to graduate in 2004. I actually graduated in 2003, and I went to the University of Texas early while I was still supposed to be in high school. Guys, the reason why I did that is because I didn't have anywhere to live. I was homeless. You know, I was struggling at the time financially. My parents weren't able to take care of me. And, you know, my dad, I wasn't speaking to him at all at the time. My mom, financially, she didn't have the ability to take care of me, you know, and pretty much, guys, I lived with my friends, you know, and I bounced from house to house. I lived with my grandma. I lived with one of my best friends in high school. I kind of bounced around, and this is what motivated me to go to summer school and to graduate early so I could go to the University of Texas and get away from the hood, to get away from Stop 6. So basically, guys, I went to the University of Texas. It was a phenomenal experience. You know, my sophomore year, we were able to win the Rose Bowl. We beat USC, who was considered to be the best football team in the history of college football. You know, they had won 3 national championships in a row. They had Reggie Bush, you know, a Heisman Trophy winner as the running back. They had a Heisman Trophy winner, Matt Leinart. Guys, and for those who aren't familiar with football, the Heisman Trophy goes to the best person in the country in the collegiate in collegiate football. So they had the last two Heisman Trophy winners. They had Matt Leinart and Reggie Bush, who were considered some of the best college football players to ever play, right? And basically, I went to the University of Texas. I didn't know anything about football. I was a really good athlete, but I didn't know anything about football. And when I got there, I really, really struggled, and I ended up building a relationship with Vince Young. I was number 9. He was number 10. His locker was right next to mine. And I remember every single day, man, I was so frustrated because I knew I had the talent to succeed, but I didn't know what I was doing, and we had so many talented people. Like, the coaches never really had time to coach me individually. So, what I did, I just kept fighting, and I built a relationship with Vince Young. And I remember one day, man, he was like, I was in my locker, man, I was crying, and he was like, B, you have a lot of talent, bro. You're one of the most talented people on this team, but you're just dumb. And he was joking. And VY, he's known for his personality. He was joking. He made me laugh. And he just said, God, man, you need to learn this stuff, and you will be phenomenal. And he took the time. He invested in me. He started to show me how to see the football field from the quarterback position. And when I learned that, guys, I had immediate success, in a short amount of months. I went from, people embarrassing me in practice to being one of the superstars. I ended up becoming a captain on the football team my sophomore year. And I did some incredible things. I won the Whatever It Takes award. It goes to the biggest, the person who put in the most sacrifice on the entire team. Guys, I was recognized at that level because I was the first one every day to be at the gym for weight training. I was the last one to leave the gym every day, once we did our sprints and we did our conditioning, guys. The coaches believed that I sacrificed more than anybody on the team, and that's why I won that award, the Whatever It Takes award, a really prestigious award at the University of Texas. So to make a long story short, guys, my sophomore year, we won a national championship. We hadn't won a national championship in 50 years before we won a national championship when I was at the University of Texas, guys. And what I'm going to tell you next, this is the most important part. This is what I compare with what we have going on right now, guys. The reason why we won that national championship, after not winning a national championship for over 50 years at the University of Texas, guys. And I'm going to tell you the difference between our team that won a national championship and all the teams previous who had way more talent than what we had. For example, the year before, 2004, we had Cedric Benson, first-round draft pick. We had Roy Williams, first-round draft pick. We had Derek Johnson, first-round draft pick. We had, all these big-name guys, first-round draft picks, right? And, when they were there, we didn't have that chemistry. We had a lot of ego. A lot of people weren't, seeing eye to eye. I know Vince Young and Roy Williams, they had a bickering thing going back and forth. They didn't really like each other. So Vince Young wasn't really throwing him the ball. And, it was just a lot of drama and mess, and one of the best things that ever happened to us, a lot of those really, really talented guys with egos, they left. And what happened is the guys who were really, really hungry, they got a chance to step up and take up some of those positions. We had some phenomenal leaders like Philip Giger. He's a part of our trading group right now. He's on my trading webinars every day. He played on a national championship team with me. And, he was one of those leaders who inspired everybody to stay during the summer. Guys, one of the best things that I think that we did as a football team that separated us from everybody else was most kids, in college, they went home for the summer or they stayed for part of the summer. What we did at the University of Texas in 2004, going into 2005 season, we actually decided to stay as a team. And this was the first time that this had ever been done, since I had ever been there, since, any of the coaching staff had been there for at least 15 years, guys. So this was very, very powerful. And in doing that, guys, I'm going to tell you about the first day at practice. The first day of practice, and summer practice, was 106 degrees in Austin, Texas. I came out, I was super excited. I was still supposed to be, a freshman in college, and I was actually a sophomore. I was living off campus, doing my thing, one of the captains on the team. And I came outside. This was my first, summer fully participating with the football team, and we come out and there were trash cans lined up at the end of the football field. And I was so confused. I was like, what are these trash cans for? And everybody just laughed at me. You know, the seniors, they laughed. And at the end of this workout, guys, I realized what those trash cans were for. They were filled with puke by the end of the workout session. You know, the coach made us run 20 110-yard sprints with a 1 minute rest in between. Guys, this was one of the hardest things I ever experienced in my life. And this was the first day of summer workouts, and it was 106 degrees outside, guys. You can imagine how, you know, ridiculous this was. You know, a lot of people quit the first day, guys. I remember we had over a couple hundred walk-ons, like 100 people quit the first day. And guys, like, going through this stuff together, it really helped us build team chemistry, guys, because the people that stayed, we got a chance to see their character. We got a chance to see some incredible success stories. This is what helped us build relationships with each other, guys. And I think this is the power that we harnessed, and this is why we were able to beat one of the best teams in the history of college football and go undefeated. We went undefeated, guys. We went undefeated. We didn't lose a game. And we beat some really, really talented, really, really good football teams that had more talent than we did, guys. And the thing that separated us is we got away from ego, right? We got away from being selfish. We learned to help each other. We learned to empower each other. BY reached out to me and helped me. I started to help other guys. It's like it was a domino effect, guys, and it spread. It became contagious with our team. And right now, this is what I'm trying to help Quinn and Robert recreate with the Legacy Wealth Builders. You know, I want to create a team of family members who want to help each other succeed, who are willing to invest their own time to help people, you know, even if it's not going to help them financially, guys. Once you learn to value people enough to help them get what they want, it's guaranteed that in return, you are going to get the things that you want, guys. One of my mentors said that, Darwin Deason. I'm pretty sure he got that from Jim Rohn, Darren Hardy. You know, all of these billionaire mentors. You know, they're saying the same thing. You know, what my mentor always tell me: success leaves clues. Right? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. If you want to accomplish something great, find somebody that's accomplishing something great and do what they did, say what they said, and you will get what they got. I guarantee you guys, if you guys put in that 10,000 hours, I guarantee you will be a $1 million trader at the end if you don't quit. Also, if you guys put in the work, if you show up to these webinars, if you copy my trades, guys, you will see phenomenal success. Think about this, guys. If you started with a $500 account and you compounded that every day by 10%, in 90 days, that's $1 million, guys. You can easily compound your account 10% a day just by copying my trades, guys. You can become a millionaire by having the discipline, by being humble enough to allow me to help you guys until you can help yourself. That's what those signals are for. It's not to make you lazy. It's not for you to just, you know, copy those and never learn anything. It is for you to start making money till you learn how to make money on your own, guys. If you see the power in the system, if you believe in the things that I'm telling you right now, go ahead and drop belief. Drop the word belief in the chat box. BELIEF, belief. Drop belief in the chat box, guys. All right, guys, belief is one of the primary actions of faith, right? A thought, a belief is actually a physical thing, right? We are energetic beings, and your belief is going to emit a certain amount of frequency, right? We vibrate on a frequency level. And guys, once you learn how to manipulate this frequency, when you learn how to raise this frequency and go from thinking about money, right? Because when you think about money, guys, you vibrate at a very, very low frequency. You're vibrating at about 300 hertz. And at 300 hertz, you're going to attract people that vibrate on that same level. You're going to bring people that vibrate with selfishness and greed, people that live in their ego. Guys, this is a low vibration. Once you learn to focus on love, which is a 528 hertz, and when you learn to be grateful and have gratitude, that is a vibration of 700 hertz, guys. When you are vibrating on that level, this is when you have godly like power, guys, because at that point, you can control who and what situations you bring into your life at any given time, guys. You have the power to manifest things, guys. You have power to manifest the income that you want, the people that you want to bring into your life, the relationships, the woman you want to marry. Guys, you can manifest all of this into your life by understanding energy. So I recommend, guys, read books about law of attraction, read books about quantum physics. Read these books, guys. It's going to teach you how to manipulate your energy and have phenomenal success. I know a lot of you guys know who Will Smith is. Look up Will Smith on YouTube. He definitely talks about the law of attraction. He gives credit to the law of attraction for his success. And guys, you can do the same thing. We are no different from a Will Smith. You guys are no different from myself. We put our pants on the same way every single day. The only thing that is a difference between me and you right now in this space and time is I found my why. I found something that I'm willing to die for. I found something I'm willing to live for, and that is my kids, guys. I want to build a legacy for my kids. And the reason, guys, that I am a innovator, a multi-millionaire, and on my way to becoming a billionaire is because I made that decision, guys. I want you to think about this, and I'm going to leave you with this. I'm going to drop some facts, guys. Write this down. Every single day in America, according to the Bloomberg report, you can look this guys up. You can look this up, guys. Every day in America, according to the Bloomberg report, 1,700 people in America will become millionaires every single day, 365 days out of the year, guys. That's over 200,000 people per year in the United States will become brand new millionaires for the first time. If you're not excited about that, I don't know if you have a pulse or blood running through your veins, right? You guys should be jumping out of your seat right now. You should be super excited because you have a tool that can help you get there in a very short amount of time, guys. I went from struggling paycheck to paycheck to making my first million in Forex in less than 7 months, guys. 7 months. 7 months. You know why? Because I compounded my account every single day. Guys, when I started my first account, I started with $200. In my first 6 weeks of trading, I made over $50,000 in cash money by compounding my account by 10% every day, guys. I am a product of the product. I am a product of my system. And that's why I feel so comfortable and confident in telling you guys how to make this happen. You guys can do the same thing. You just have to know your numbers. Know your numbers, guys. Know your numbers. So with that being said, guys, I'm not going to keep going on and on. You guys can see how passionate I am about this. I do this every single night. I actually have another webinar coming up at 9:00 p.m. So I'm definitely going to wrap this up for you guys. I'm super excited for everybody that's on this webinar. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to answer your questions. So go ahead and drop those in the chat box if you haven't already. And I'm going to knock those out before I get off this webinar. I'll be back in Houston in a couple weeks. I'll let you guys know a specific date. I am throwing a live training, so I would definitely love to invite every single person, you know, on this webinar. I'm going to drop that really soon, so make sure you guys take advantage of that. You can trade with FX with a $500 leverage. You can definitely do that. I use FX for my Bitcoin and my cryptocurrencies. So I do use JAFX, and I do recommend JAFX. One thing that you guys got to remember, Trader's Way is my favorite broker for a reason. If you can, I definitely recommend using Trader's Way, but JAFX can still get the job done. I'm definitely willing to come to Austin. So guys, I'm going to offer this, guys, to you. If you guys want me to come to your city, get at least 20 people in a room committed to coming to a meeting. I'm willing to do, pre-sale tickets. I charge something very, very, very small, very, very small, very, very small, just so you guys have some skin in the game, right? I may charge $5, something super, super simple. It's not about the money. I just want you guys to take it serious, so I'm going to show you guys how, I trade, the way I trade, everything I know. I'm going to give you guys, a free webinar. Whoever creates, whoever brings 20 people and get them in one room, I'm going to definitely give you a week worth of training. So I'm willing to come out to your city. I'm willing to grind out for you with an entire week, do webinars with your team, do training with you personally. I'm willing to help you blow your business up. I'm willing to work for you for 1 week. All you have to do is get 20 people into this room, get them to commit by putting some skin in the game, and I will come down. I will put that on my schedule. Going forward, starting March 18th, I'm starting my tour. It is the March Madness Tour. I'll be traveling all March, and then April is the Secure the Bag Tour. So I'll be traveling all April, all June, and the tour will be over on June 16th. That'll be the last day of the tour. So, guys, you have an opportunity for me to come to your city. I would love to come to Austin. I have people in Austin already. I would love to come to Austin. I would love to go to New York. I have a team in New York. I have a team in LA. I have a team in Orlando. I have a team in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, South Africa. I have a team in London, Mexico. These are places that I'm already going, guys. This is a way that you can plug in and get your people to these events. And for those people who bring at least 20 people, I'm going to give you one-on-one training, guys. This is phenomenal. In person, I charge $1,500 for 3 days of training with me. So I'm going to give you guys that for free if you get at least 20 people to commit to coming and doing a live training in your city. So big ups to you guys. Phenomenal opportunity. Quinn, I'm going to put you on the hot seat really quick, and I'm willing to go half with you on this. So what I'm doing for my personal group, for the people that I mentor personally, I am giving out $100 in cash money, and I am doing a trading competition on demo. So starting on Monday, whoever catch the most pips from Monday to Friday, I'm going to give them $100 in cash money. And I'm going to send it to them via PayPal or Cash App immediately on Monday. So I'm willing to open this up to your group. Quinn, if you're willing to go half with me on that, I'm more willing to make that happen for your group. I'm willing to at least put up $50, I'm doing that for my own group, and it is a powerful way to get people trading. It is a powerful way to have people, do the things that they need to do to be successful, guys. Basically, the 3 steps on how you can qualify to enter that competition is step number 1. What I tell everybody is I want them to do morning affirmations every morning. And what are affirmations? I actually have audios I'll be dropping out to the people that are in my team with my group. I will give you the same affirmation audios that I use every morning. This is one of the biggest things that changed my life, guys. This is how you calibrate your energy when you wake up. Your brain is the most flexible the first 15 minutes when you wake up in the morning. And guys, this is pretty much how your brain works, right? So imagine a taffy, right? When a taffy is hard, when it's cold, it's hard. But think about if you put that taffy in a microwave, how you can bend and twist that taffy and it won't break, right? That is how your brain is the first 15 minutes when you wake up. It's very, very flexible. You can learn a lot. You can remember a lot. Your body is really, at its highest energy level the first thing you do when you wake up. So the things that you do the first 15 minutes, those are going to be powerful habits that influence your entire day. So the first thing, guys, I want you to listen to 15 minutes of affirmations every morning. Guys, I don't have a way to track this. I trust your integrity that you're going to do it, and if you said you do it on Friday, I'm going to take your word for it. All right. Number 2, set up your demo account, or you can do it on your live account. Either way, I don't care. Only thing I care about is pips. I don't care about if it's making money or not. All I care about is pips. So basically, I want you on your demo or a live account. I recommend demo. And I want you to place 100 trades on your demo account this week. Guys, don't overtrade. If you can't get at least 100 trades, just try to get as many as you can. Right? Whatever you get, basically the reason why I'm getting you to do this is I want you to know your numbers. Know, hey, 5 out of 10 of my trades are going to profit. 8 out of 10 of my trades are going to profit. These statistics are going to help you know when to increase your leverage, when to put a little bit more risk on this trade and to make more profit. Because when tracking your numbers, you'll learn the higher probability trade setups. All right. So the third step you have to do to qualify, what I do, I have my own YouTube channel. I definitely recommend Legacy Wealth Builders, Robert and Quinn to build a YouTube channel for Legacy. And guys, every single person, you should be posting your results with Team LWB every single day. That's the last requirement. Share your story. And guys, this is the only thing that I really look for. This is what I look for you guys to win that cash money. So basically what you want to do with your YouTube channel is you want to upload a video every day. I don't care if it's 10 seconds or 10 minutes. You want to upload a video. Basically, you just want to talk about your experience with LWB. Hey, this is my first day ever trading. I just got with Team LWB. I'm really excited about learning Forex. I'm studying every day. I'm going to different webinars. Guys, watch my journey. It's that simple, guys. Just talk about your life. Talk about what you're really doing. You don't have to try to do anything to impress anybody. You can show them your demo account. You can just say, hey, I'm learning how to trade on my demo. My mentor said do 100 trades. When you start to teach people and give people value, people will gravitate to your YouTube channel. Guys, this is another way to build residual income. I helped my brother do this last year, guys, and in 4 months, he increased his YouTube channel to 50,000 subscribers. Guys, my brother is making $3,000 to $4,000 a month in residual income just from ads on YouTube. So those are the 3 steps, guys. The first step, do your morning affirmations for at least 15 minutes. The second step, trade on demo or live. Try to get at least 100 trades or whatever number you get. Find your percentage. Find how many trades are going into positive out of 10, right? Whether that's 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 10 out of 10, right? And then the third thing, share your story on social media, through Instagram, through your YouTube channel. All right. So if you guys do this starting Monday, if you do it from Monday to Friday, whoever catch the most amount of pips, we're going to give you $100 in cash money. Also, guys, I am doing the same competition for my team personally over the next 3 months. So whoever catch the most pips over the next 3 months, I'm giving away $5,000 in cash out of my own pocket. So, guys, there are a lot of different opportunities. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it back over to Quinn. All of those people who are interested, everybody who's, you know, looking to take this to the next level, make sure you get with Quinn. She'll get you plugged in. She'll let you know about the competitions. She'll make sure you have all the flyers. She'll make sure that you know all the requirements to qualify ahead of time. I'm super, super excited, guys. Let's make it happen. Let's do some big things in 2018. So I'm going to get the mic back to you, Quinn. Go ahead and finish up and say whatever you need to say.
Mr. Bobby, thank you so much, guy. Like I'm in awe. I got so many nuggets tonight, and I appreciate you extending. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, he doesn't have to do this. So for everything that you give your team, thank you for giving the opportunity for our team to do it too. Like you don't have to do that. So I'm trying to like not be emotional because I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been so blessed to have so many people help our team out, but nobody as extensively has helped us out as you have. So I appreciate it, like to no end. So thank you so much. Real quick, because Bobby has to go. There were a couple of questions I did write down. If Bobby don't mind, I'll speak with you later about those questions and kind of get them answered and whatnot. And then also really quickly, guys, as well, let me do this because I wanted to make sure I went over the contest and a couple of you are asking about the signals and training and all that good stuff. So like I said in the very beginning, some of you guys, and hey, shout out to everybody. We started out with like 40 people on the training at one point. There's like 28 people that stayed on. Shout out to everybody that stayed on. There's a couple of you guys that aren't even on my team in IML. But, you know, because you are a friend of a friend, I'm allowing you guys to connect to us. Listen, at the end of the day, I want you guys to get all that you can. I want you to get all the training that you can and all the perks that you can. But I want to make sure that we do it the right way and systematically as well and as most organized as we can. So you in order for you to get the opportunity to get the major discounted rate of the signals of only $10. Oh, hold on. If you're still on the webinar, let me walk you through this, okay? So this is what I'm going to do really quickly, okay? So I'm going to drop the link for the group for you to get the signal with Bobby. You have to make sure that you are active with IML. For all of you on here, I can see, and even if you're not on my team, I have connections with Alex Morton, so I don't know if you're active or not. Just want to like, you don't have to send me any verification. I don't need it. I can figure out if you're active already. So just letting you guys know, you have to be active with IML in order for you to get these signals for $10 a month, because he actually charges way more than that for his team of people. So he's allowing us, and listen, this is no different than anybody else that's in IML. They charge for signals, they charge for training. So there's other IML TV teachers that charge and do all the extra stuff, but nobody's giving it for this price. If you have been taking signals the past few days and been in profit, drop the number 1. I want to show everybody on here, if you're still on site, see, look, boom, look at that. I'm going to put it number 1 because I've been in profit too. Robert's been in profit. I've been in profit. Tiffany, Jeff, Quenisha. I know that Brianna's been in profit. Nisha, see, look, Waverly has been in profit. I know Miss Lady Latasha's been in profit. Alicia's been in profit. Rhonda's been in profit. See, all these people that have been in profit just by taking the signals from Bobby. I appreciate him. It's absolutely amazing, FYI, that he's been able to do that. So no worries, Candace. No big deal that you missed this morning, girl. You're good. So this is how I want to make sure you guys understand. Once you get in the signals group, you have to send me a screenshot saying that you paid, because I don't get like an email or anything. So you have to send me a screenshot saying you paid. I will put you in the Telegram group. Make sure you have Telegram downloaded. If you don't have Telegram downloaded, you won't be able to get in the signals group until you get that done. So have it downloaded. Make sure I have your phone number, because if I don't have your phone number, I can't add you in. So inbox me your phone number, and then I'll make sure that you're also in the $10 signals group. So there's that, right? He's only given us who are in IML and active the ability to get in. So I know, just give me a sec, and I will get you in. Ray. I just saw your inbox. Give me just a sec. Be done with the webinar and I'll get you in. So wait till I'm done with the webinar, guys, and then I'll put you in. Let me pause the recording or stop it because we don't need all this. Yes, I want to stop the recording. Okay.